Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing our first tutorial. We're going to be distressing a piece of furniture. It's really simple, but I get asked this a lot on how to do this, so I figured why not let this be the first tutorial. First we're going to be using this chalk paint by Down South Painted and Pretty. This is the color Country Cream. And we're going to be using this naturally bristled brush and just a paper plate and just a knife to start with. I've got my paint poured out on the plate so I don't have to dip it in here. We're also going to be using the same brand a dark wax on top of everything just to finish it out and seal it up. So we're going to get started. Alright, first we're going to just start with the first coat, and this is just going to be like painting anything else, just paint. Okay, so I've got the first coat on, and I just wanted to show y'all how it looks and everything with the first coat done. You can still see, you know, the wood through it, and it still is a little streaky. You can tell where, you know, it just kind of really makes those details stand out, and I really love that. Go right here. Just really love these details. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'm gonna come back and do another coat off camera. It's pretty much the same thing, just put another coat on it, and then once we're ready to distress, then we'll come back. Okay, while the second coat dries, I just wanted to show you real quick the drawers for this dresser that I'm doing. I did the same thing, the same process on all of them. I even did the hardware. I used a chalk paint for that. It's called Cajun Blue by Down South Painted and Pretty. Let's see if we can get it to focus. Maybe not. Okay. It's about the same brand that I'm using for the white, but it's just a really pretty, it's not coming out as blue as it is in person, but it's like a pretty teal color. But this is just the hardware that was on the dresser originally. There's like one or two things I think I need to replace just because they were broken. But that's just it right there. You can see all my distressing. Okay. Alright. Hey y'all, good morning. Last night it got a little bit chilly, so I decided to wait till this morning to finish the tutorial, which we have better lighting anyway. So what we're going to be doing now is I'm going to be teaching you how to distress, and I think that's the most daunting part of this whole thing to everybody. They're scared to actually put the sandpaper or however you're distressing onto the piece because they're scared it's going to ruin it, and it's totally not. It's so easy, and you don't need to freak out about it. So the things I'm going to be using, this is a piece of like 120 grit sandpaper. You want it pretty gritty. I I do. I like it pretty gritty, like a medium grit. This is the Dark Wax by Down South Painted and Pretty. This is what's going to give my white the antique look, the old aged antique look. And then I just have a t-shirt I'm going to cut up to apply the wax and to buff it in. So I'm actually going to go ahead and cut that now. What I love about this piece of furniture and a lot of other pieces that you can find at a thrift store or a hand-me-down or anything like that is they can have lots of character. This one has lots of dings and dents in it, and that's only going to help you when you distress it. It really shows the character, and it's really, really pretty and desirable to me anyway. So we're going to get started. We're going to take, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our sandpaper, and I'm just going to hit random spots. I'm going to apply variable pressure. In random spots. And you can already start to see that dark wood look come back through. And that's what I'm going for. So I'm gonna get you closer so you can kind of look and see what we've already done. You can see that it's just kind of random. Alright everybody, so now that we have the dresser completely distressed, and I wanted to talk to you about that. I mainly sanded by hand, but I did get out an electric sander just to speed up the process because this dresser is huge. You can totally do that if your hand gets tired. So now what we're going to do is we're going to apply the wax. So we have our dark wax. I have two pieces of the t-shirt material. One will be to apply the wax, one will be to kind of buff it and remove the excess. What I like to do... Okay, so what I did first was I scooped up some wax and I put it on the dresser in circular motions. Just like that. This really works it into the wood. It really makes it soak up that wax really good. You can even start to see the difference in the color. Alright, so now I'm going to use the clean rag, and I'm just going to really buff that product in some more using a pretty good amount of pressure. I'm going to just really wipe it and buff it. It'll start to feel really smooth, and this is also going to get any excess wax off. And I'm just going to continue the process through all over the dresser. I like to work in small sections, that way the wax don't sit too long and become like too dark or anything like that. I've never had that problem, but just in case. I'm going to take that and just really work into the details right here. Just really use that to make that wood underneath just really pop out and stand out really well. You just wipe it the same way you would on any other part. She's all finished up. I'm going to let the wax cure for several hours before I put anything on it, just so that wax is good cured and the paint is locked in. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I know it was a little rough as it's the first. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below or go to the blog and fill out the contact me form, and I can try and answer your questions there. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more tutorials. A lot coming up with the holidays, and y'all won't want to miss it. Thank y'all. Bye-bye.